Y'all, do I look ashy or what? What's up, y'all? I don't feel like my lips is crusty. This is Ciara. C. Trinae. The bob is bobbing. Had to get on here and show off. I ain't better do nothing. No live. I mean, not no lives, no videos because my hair been this, my hair been that. Excuse whatever is out of place, but y'all know none of us are perfect in anyone's eyes but the Lord. Amen. I wanted to talk to y'all. Hopefully I have no interruptions because I'm not on D&D. What is up? It is Ciara with the Worth the Wait podcast. I'm only at 40 subscribers, y'all. I need y'all to give me the 50 so I can start going live on YouTube so I can just start doing whatever, candidly speaking. I got so much to talk about, but I want to talk about, I don't know why I always revert back to like relationships and dating. It seems like everybody has different definitions of dating, talking, I don't mean to be so vulgar, fucking around, whatever you want to call it. We got to start having conversations with people and start comprehending expectations of folks. And we got to start setting boundaries with people. This is the thing. When you're single, you can do what you want, right? But there's always consequences. For every action, there's a good and a bad consequence. And we got to start being intentional about everything we do, everything we're doing, even if it's casually dating, just putting it out there that I don't want nothing. Because when someone tells me they want nothing, I will literally give them that. I'm getting to the age, I'll be 39 this year in June, Lord willing. I'm getting to the age where my time is very important to me, whether it's with conversations, texting you, going out, spending time with you. So I feel like I'm an experience, so I need to be valued for everything I do. That doesn't just go for like a love interest or someone I'm dealing with. That goes for friends, family. The only exception to that rule is my kids. I'm required to be there for my kids, right? I love my kids. They're unconditional to me. So we got to start being intentional about everything we do in our lives, being honest with ourselves. If we're still healing, that means we're still we're bleeding. So we have to stop compare our current situations to our old situations. We also need to start taking responsibility for certain things that we allow in our lives. I made a post about that the other day. I used to be good at playing the victim. You know, want to drown in low water. Like, oh my God, they did this to me. I can't believe this happened. When a lot of times we're the victim because we continue to stay. Yeah, we have our traumas from our childhood, but this is the thing. We have a responsibility to ourselves to know when we should leave and walk away. So back to what I was saying. We are the bad guys sometimes when we hold on to things and then try to move forward too fast. I have considered myself the bag lady in so many instances because sometimes in my past, I have like used a person as a rebound. But what I've learned, Lord, in October, I'll be single for 5 years. That does not mean that I haven't had my fair share of situations, dealt with anyone or dated, but I have not been in a commitment for almost 5 years. What I've learned is sitting with yourself is very important because you learn a lot of things about yourself that you didn't know. A lot of situationships, well, most or all are toxic. And not only that, they're unhealthy distractions. Sometimes we do need people in our lives to motivate us, to teach us. Some people, bring betterment in our lives, if that's the proper terminology, a proper word play. But I'm learning that I love more about myself, that I'm alone. When I say alone, that does not mean I'm lonely. Don't get it twisted at all. I think we all can be in a relationship if we wanted to right now, right? But I think that, as you get older, you pick and choose what is good for you and what's not. I have found that, there are moments when I'm lonely and I'm sad. I won't even say depressed. It's just like, darn, I have to sit with this. But I've learned that sitting with being single has helped me so much more than moving from situation to situation. I have learned the things that I do like and the things I don't like. I'm more unapologetic about, communicating the things that I will and will not tolerate. You will learn that a lot of people lie while they're single because they're scared of the consequence that comes with being honest. This is the thing. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I haven't dated someone or dealt with someone and they lied and didn't make me pull back. But the thing is, let me reword that. I'm not going to say that there hasn't been a man in my life that told me the truth and it was a truth that I didn't like and I didn't pull back. But depending on the dynamic of the truth, I definitely gave them another chance. So let's just give it a scenario. You meet a guy or a girl and you like them. Y'all are both 100% single. You ask them, are they dealing with someone? They tell you they're not. Later on, you find out that they are dealing with someone. They're not in a relationship, but they have dealings. And I guess they're trying to figure things out. My question to you is, do you continue to entertain them or do you walk away? It's a conflicted yes or no for me because it depends on the dynamic of their situation. And I feel like one way or another, we've all lied. I don't care who you are. I've lied plenty of times. I have lied to people that I've loved because I didn't want to hurt their feelings. I have found that it's easier for me to tell a man that I don't care about the truth than it is for me to tell a man that I do care about the truth, that I do care about the truth. I know that doesn't make sense, but this is a crazy reference. But when Jody said that shit in Baby Boy, he was telling the truth. I lie to you because I care about your feelings. A lot of times we don't want to hurt the people we care about, and we do want our cake and we want to eat it too. I'm at an age now, though, it's not that I don't care about how you feel. It's either you're going to take it or you leave it. I'd rather know up front what I'm dealing with, though, because it is a lot of crazy people out there. People that will come, out the woodworks on you, stalking you, trying to figure out who you are. You got people in your face getting ready to gang you or kill you about something you don't even know about. So we got to start being more honest about everything we do in our lives. Hell, I know a lot of people that don't ever want to be in a relationship again or be married. I know the end relationship goal for me is marriage, but I also know that I have things that I have to pick apart and burn and leave in my past. That's not to say that my foundation is cracked. It's clean now. I'm at a clean slate now. Spitting and shit. Anyway, but the thing is, I'm better because I'm rebuilding. And you got to start fresh. You can't start on lies. You can't start on deceit. You can't start on hurt. You can't start on the victim mentality. You have to literally start fresh. And that's what I'm doing. So the thing is that I'm learning, giving myself time, giving myself grace, and also being patient with myself. And one thing that I've learned, and I love it about myself, and I'm relentless about it, is I don't give a fuck. If I say I don't like something, I'm not going to change my mind about it. If I say I'm uncomfortable with the lack of consistency someone provides and they don't change it, I'm done. We're adults. Some people actively listen, some don't. But after 2 conversations, it's just like either you're going to deal with it or you're not. I'm not telling anyone how to treat me. I think that at our age, we know the things that we should and shouldn't be doing, whether we're dating someone, casually dealing with them, moving towards commitment, getting courted, point blank, period. We know. So where I am in my journey in my life is still trying to find my purpose with God. I still season my words. I cuss, I fuss, but I am a spiritual being, and my relationship with God is very important to me. The way I carry myself, my relationship with my kids. I have a lot that I'm balancing right now in addition to grief. Everyone knows I lost my mother. My daughter's father was killed recently, so it's a lot. And also balancing my friendships. My friendships that I have now are very important to me. And sometimes I don't have enough time to balance with everyone. Stress from my job, like I'm working. And, I've had some hiccups, like, my God. They took overtime for me, and it was damn near $1,000 a month pay cut, but I'm making it work. God is definitely blessing me. But we all got a story, right? But I think that with all the stuff I see on social media, it's so many people lying and living these fake lives. There is somebody out there that will deal with you in your ain't shit phase, your whole phase, or whatever. Me, in my life, though, I'm not a rehab center. I'm not fixing anyone. I'm not building anyone. And I'm not waiting on anyone to get their shit together. I'm not saying that I have mine all the way together, because there are things that I'm still working on, but I know who I am and whose I am. So I think that us as people, we need to learn, or we need to reset our thinking to stop thinking that when we tell the truth, we're going to be punished. I remember when we were kids, my mom was like, if you tell me the truth, I'm not going to whoop your ass. And she did. That's one thing I never do. When I ask my kids, look, if you tell me the truth, I'm not going to whoop you. If you tell me the truth, I'm not going to punish you. So now I may ask them once or twice. After that, if they lie and then they tell me the truth, I will whoop their ass to punish them, whatever. As an adult now, it's just like, what's the worst that can happen, being honest? You may be delayed. You may be rejected. I was saying the other day on a post, rejection can be a blessing. We don't know who we're dealing with, who we're coming in contact with. Y'all go through that honeymoon phase of the first 2-3 months, everything's A1, everything's great. And then after that, narcissistic tendencies pop out. And that's why we need to continue to heal. And while I wasn't the person that says date them all, Gotta start putting all your eggs in one basket. When I say dating them, all that does not mean sleeping with them all. You may have someone that, you enjoy talking to on the phone, someone you enjoy going on dates with, and then you may have someone that you enjoy laying up with. I don't know. But we have to get out of that whole mentality. Corny, but our bodies are our temples. They're very important. And sharing your body with everybody, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. And I do believe that there can be an exchange of spirits and negative energies. I try not to use the word demons because it's so powerful, and we give the devil too much credit. A lot of negative energy is not the devil. Sometimes it's just things that need to be healed. But I ain't gonna preach today. I'm just telling y'all what God loves. But we gotta start taking ownership, y'all. Know what you want, stand on that. And it may mean that you be single a little bit longer. Good girls, they say, always finish last. I'm cool finishing last as long as it gets me what I deserve in my life. I have always picked my man. So, with God and anything in my life, I'm allowing my man to pick me. I kind of feel like a chase should be mutual, but I feel like you should like who likes you, but I also rather have someone who likes me more than I like them. I've always found that when I like someone more than they like me, I always ended up with the short end of the stick. May not make sense to you, but it damn sure makes sense to me because that's happening in almost every situation I've been in my life. I've never been married. I've been engaged before. I've been in 3 relationships. Like I said, any of us can be committed to anyone, but I choose not to because I know the things that I require. It's not all financial. It's all about emotional stability. I need someone who can handle the things I go through. I do have mental health disorders that I'm not ashamed of from my childhood. And those are addressed. It's either you deal with it or you don't. I have to have someone who's patient with me, understanding, someone who can lead and is not intimidated by leading someone with such a strong personality. I'm not difficult at all. I'm very simple, very easy to please, very easy to talk to, but don't play with me. I'm funny. I like to have a good time. I love having in-depth conversations. It's not always about physical connection. I like having intimate moments where we can just cuddle, talk, watch TV, just talk about things that are not social media driven, like anything. Things that, the love interest wants to do. And the most important thing is building friendship with someone. A lot of times people want to date. They want to kick it and do all this and don't even know who they land with. You got to get to know people, know their triggers, their traumas. Sorry, y'all, I'm going idle. Their triggers, their traumas. You got to learn the things people do and don't like. They have abandonment issues. Favorite color is corny. What do you do in your alone time? Like, how do you handle stress, conflict, financial turmoil? You need to ask these questions because I have found that there are people that I may have been initially interested in, never had sex with them, but then I found that we were better off as friends. Seeing how they handle certain things, handle conflict, how they disrespect and devalue their family members and friends, or how they treat people in general. I'm like, no, I'm good. We could just be cordial. And that's the way I see things, y'all. I won't stay on here too long, but I think we need to assess ourselves, assess our circles. We all need to know what we want. We need to pay attention to our surroundings, but build everything on a solid foundation. If you build it on a lie, that's what it's going to be. That's always, what it's going to be based upon. And how you get a person is how you lose them. If y'all don't set shit straight, clear the air, hey, this is what's going on, it's always going to be some type of what if. Me, once you lie to me, I might give you one pass. After that, though, I'm cutting you off. I don't believe in ghosting, but I'm very intentional when it comes to my communication. And if I say it once, I say it twice. If I say something makes me unhappy, I'm probably going to say it maybe twice and then I'm going to be done. We're at an age when it should be understood. Like, hey, she doesn't like yellow flowers. Why do I keep buying them, right? Or, hey, I want to go on a date. A woman shouldn't have to ask if you're interested in her. Just like a man. If a man's telling you he wants to take you out, he shouldn't have to keep asking you over and over again, when you going to let me take you out, when you going to let me take you out. Because after the first attempt, it becomes begging, right? We have got to do better, y'all. All around the board. I know I'm all over the place, but I just feel like I needed to put this out here, y'all. I hope that something I said made sense. But again, if you're out here healing, trying to hold, date, do whatever, respectfully, sit with it. I've learned that trying to avoid healing, grieving, it only hit me at an unexpected time. So I definitely had to sit down. I had to sit down, you know, cry in my bed, you know, lay on my couch, you know, crying, you know, in the dark, praying, listen to the Bible verses, get, you know, moral support from my friends. Like, it was hard, but I'm getting better. I ain't gonna say I'm perfect, because I still have my moments, I still have my triggers. You know, I have some issues that I still need to heal. And therapy is always going to be necessary for me, right? But you do better when you sit with it. You know what you want, and be aware of your circle and the people you keep around you, because people don't believe it, but you are what you eat. If you hang around flies long enough, what's the rest of the saying? You start to smell like what, okay? And I'm learning that my circle has to be solid. I want to be around people who are doing better than me, so I'll be motivated to do better. I want to be around people that have healthy relationships, healthy marriages, so that I will be motivated to have such. When I say healthy, that does not mean perfect, because, you know, you're going to have disagreements, you know, uncomfortable conversations. I'm here for those things. Certain things used to make me cringe, and now I'm just like, I'm not biting my tongue about what I need and what I want. If it's too much for you, somebody else to do it. So I'm going to leave it there, y'all. I hope y'all got something from it. Bob is bobbing. But I hope to catch y'all on another video. Y'all subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers on my YouTube channel so I can go live. See y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the Work the Way podcast.